Superman never checked up on Batman after his engagement, which Lois quickly pointed out to Clark, telling him that he probably should do that, to which Clark says that he's busy and that Bruce will call if he wants to. Meanwhile, Batman is telling Selina that he too is too busy to call up Clark, and that unlike what she is trying to imply, Alfred and Gordon are his closest friends, not Superman. We then see Clark and Lois tracking down a lead while Bruce and Selina are doing the exact same. Lois and Selina were trying their hardest to get Clark and Bruce to open up about what had happened between them, but the two were acting nonchalant. Eventually though, Bruce talks about how Superman has the power to destroy the world with his pinky, yet he chooses to be the symbol of hope, unlike himself who's just a rich kid from the city that had no choice but to become Batman. Clark, on the other hand, talks about how Bruce came from such a tragic childhood, and yet he took that pain and turned it into hope, unlike himself who had loving parents and no real choice but to become a hero with all this power. And so after they both came to the conclusion that the other is simply the better man, the two run into each other, with Batman wondering why Clark took the elevator. Before they then beat the villain and decided to do something fun, as we see Batman and Selina both swapping costumes with Superman and Lois to ultimately attend a superhero night at a local fair without getting recognized. Bruce was not having any of this, but he tried his best to enjoy some of it, as we see him hitting the bat in cages with Superman, where he complains that this is too easy because the machine isn't pitching fast enough. Superman therefore volunteers to pitch it himself if Bruce isn't scared, all while Selina and Lois are drinking and enjoying themselves. Clark then reminds Bruce that Selina is a criminal and that as far as he remembers, Batman kinda has a war against those. To which Bruce responds, reminding Clark that Lois is the world's biggest reporter, which isn't optimal considering that Superman has the world's biggest secret. Clark then tells him that he would throw a baseball right by him so fast that he wouldn't see a thing. Later, however, when they reunited with their women to try out different things, Clark and Bruce just kept thinking about the baseball and how they are much better than the other. So after eating and opening up to each other about many different topics, the two get back in their original costumes to try and settle the baseball beef, as Bruce sends a baseball flying out of the park.